Well, hello there. So by the title of this video, you already know what I'm about to do. We grocery shop every 2 weeks, and just this last, so not this grocery shop, but like the last 2 weeks, I decided I was not buying, you okay? I decided I was not buying any more fake food. We're only buying real food in this house. And by real food, I mean all natural ingredients. I mean nothing that is something on the ingredients that we can't pronounce. We're only doing whole grain, full fat, no enriched anything, because I looked up what enriched means and it's not fun. So I'm just going to show you, this is just Kroger, and then I'm going to go to Aldi and Walmart. So let me just show you what we got at Kroger. This is our second whole food only haul. So to start, I got some apples. They were on sale 2 for $1. Cuties, jalapenos, and broccoli crowns. In the bulk section, I got us some banana chips to snack on, quinoa, which is probably our favorite grain. And then I got some pinto beans to make some homemade refried beans, because there are no refried beans on the shelf at the store that are whole. I got these Kettle Brand potato chips, the sea salt. They were on sale for $1.88, or I probably wouldn't have got them. And see, they're just potatoes, sunflower oil, canola oil, salt. That would make them a whole food. These are my new favorite tortilla chips to eat with my guacamole. Probably because they're lime flavored, but also there's all whole grains, sunflower oil, lime oil, salt. That's it. I got a big thing of blueberries. I'm going to try TheHeir on some blueberries. He hasn't had blueberries yet. Lettuce, obviously. Lots and lots of butter, because it has now become my favorite thing to cook with since learning more about whole foods and butters versus oils. Butter or bacon grease are hands down the best thing you can cook with. Crackers have probably caused us the biggest problem. We were Ritz crackers people through and through. But even the whole grain Ritz crackers have enriched flour in them, and we're getting away from enriched anything. And so wheat thins are the best value I can find. Kroger obviously has lots of things along these kind of brands that are natural, but the boxes, I swear, like as big as this butter. So wheat thins are our go-to cracker these days. I got 2 things of bananas, one obviously green because we won't eat them this week. Pineapple was on sale, and Josh loves pineapple, so I like to get pineapple for him when he's on sale. Got a red onion for my guacamole and a yellow onion to cook with, and I already have about, I don't know, half an onion left in the fridge from last grocery haul. And then the meat, we actually didn't need any meat this go round. I stocked up pretty well last time. But this meat was on sale. This roast was on sale for $2.99 a pound. And then the chicken was on sale for $1.88 a pound. So I got 2 of those. And I trust Kroger's meat more than anywhere else. Ideally, I'd rather get from a local meat market, but that may be impossible until the farmer's market rolls back around this summer. So that's everything that I got from Kroger, and I'm going to go to Walmart and Aldi sometime either today or tomorrow, and I will film that haul also. I started putting things away and I forgot to show you the peanuts. So these are just lightly salted peanuts. I don't know, but now I'm looking at these ingredients and I probably should have looked, because we don't eat that anymore. Hydrolyzed soil maltodextrin. Oops. Oh well. So these peanuts, I just assumed, because Walmart brand, when I got them last time I went grocery shopping, they're a whole food. And so I just assumed that Kroger brand peanuts would be a whole food. But now I see that they're not. But that's okay, because we're not worrying too much about when things like this happen. Or I obviously have tons of food left in my house that we need to eat that we can't just afford to throw away. And so we've got to eat through the non-whole food things that we already have in our house. So this will just get added to that. The only reason I got Kroger peanuts because they were on sale and I didn't even think to look at the ingredients. So that was my bad. But yeah, we're just doing the best we can, slowly but surely, getting our house completely whole food. I mean, like, I didn't even buy bread last week. I made bread from scratch. And I don't know that we can ever go back to store-bought bread. That'll have to be another video. So it's much later in the day, but we went to Aldi. And now I'm going to show you what we got at Aldi. So starting on this side, we got 2 dozen eggs. We go through like a lot of eggs. Probably like, it's getting on to up like 7 dozen a month, I think. 2 things of strawberries. They were on sale. I got some cheddar cheese to make CharlieSkyy some homemade macaroni and cheese. Aluminum foil. I got some more coconut oil.
We're like halfway.
I know, but the one that I had in our kitchen has now moved its way to be used for our body, and so I got another one to use for cooking. I got some yeast. It's really cheap at Aldi, a lot cheaper at Aldi than it is at Walmart, but like I said, I've been making bread like crazy, so I needed more yeast. I needed more minced garlic. Somebody told me recently if you have butter, onion, and garlic in your house, you can make any dish, and that advice has like changed my life. I got lots of avocados. They were on sale for 39 cents at Aldi's. They're really green, but that's okay. I'll just wait for them to get ripe to make guacamole. I wanted cucumber, but all the cucumbers looked gross at Kroger and Aldi, so I got sugar snap peas instead. Grapes were on sale, I think $1.29 a pound, so we got some grapes. We were almost out of honey, so I got honey. Kiwi, I've recently rediscovered a love for kiwi. Chocolate, we've already gotten into one of them, and by we I mean me, but that's my chocolate for the next 2 weeks. And then the last 2 things, I got some coconut water. I use this as like an extra boost in hydration. I will just like pour into a cup out of this thing, but because I'm still nursing, just water doesn't usually cut it. I usually need some coconut water to keep my supply up. And then I got 2 things of asparagus because we love asparagus around here. And that is it for the Aldi haul. I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow.
You didn't show the strawberries.
Yes, I did. I'm gonna go to Walmart tomorrow, and that will round out our grocery haul. There was only probably like 5 things I need to get at Walmart tomorrow, so that's awesome. So here is everything I got at Walmart, and it was not much at all. Did get 2 loaves of bread just in case I can't keep up with making homemade bread. And now I see this says protein and fiber. Like, did I look at the ingredients wrong? I didn't. I don't know how they can claim it's got protein and fiber because they didn't put it in it themselves. I needed more flour, and all-purpose and self-rising flour are bleached, and I looked up, like, maybe I'm being crazy and, you know, bleached flour isn't really what I think it is. No, it's literally bleached wheat flour. So I got more whole wheat flour, and then I wanted to try this bread flour. I saw some King Arthur flour, and I've seen a lot of people say that that's good to use in place of all-purpose flour. But I know that I can do half bread flour, half whole wheat flour, and in anything that calls for all-purpose. I got more baking powder just because, again, I'm making so many bread things. I needed some pasta, and this pasta, if you look at the ingredients, is whole. So I got some bow ties for Alfredo or spaghetti, and then I'm going to make CharlieSkyy some macaroni to have. And then we needed just a few odds and ends. I went over here initially for hair nets. CharlieSkyy needed hair nets for her bun. And then I got some bobby pins because when we were doing her hair earlier for dance, she has all of these bobby pins and not any just plain black ones. Those black ones have jewels on them. So we got some plain black bobby pins. And then we're going to be going out of town this weekend, so I got some travel hairspray and travel hair gel and a lint roller just because I got carried away in the little travel section. And that is it for Walmart. This might be super weird to film right here, but I'm waiting on Josh to get off, so I've got some time, and the baby's asleep back there, and so I don't want to get him up and like go inside. But I wanted to talk for just a second. I just finished my Walmart grocery shop, and I wanted to talk just for a second how we got here to this real food is what it is. I feel so weird like saying we're only eating real food, because I think to most people, like, well, everything you eat is real food, but I've learned that it's definitely not. My definition of what's real has changed drastically. I want to go back. So we do baby-led weaning with TheHeir, which reminds me I should probably film a baby update. So we're doing baby-led weaning with TheHeir, and I knew that I didn't want him eating the junk we eat. Specifically that CharlieSkyy, she, you know, lived in the past tense, lived on chicken nuggets and pizza and macaroni and cheese, and literally that was about it. But I refused to let TheHeir be that way. And so our family decided we're going to change the way that we eat. And so I started looking into, you know, like Whole30 and Keto, and there's like hundreds of diets. And there was no way I was going to try and teach my daughter to be healthy with an elimination diet. Not only that, in my opinion, they're stupid and they're pointless and they don't work. So I knew that we wanted a lifestyle change, not a diet. So I started with CharlieSkyy. I started educating her on the food pyramid and body and health, and she has ultimately made the decision, which I think that's always better when you can give your child the power to make the decision. They're going to stick to it more. So she ultimately made the decision, you know, that she was going to change the way that she ate. And so I started doing more and more research, like how do we want to go about doing this? And I found a book called 100 Days of Real Food. And they define real food very specifically, and it's basically set up as a challenge. Now, my family loves anything that's a challenge. We cannot financially do the challenge because you literally are supposed to only eat real food for 100 days. So, you know, we've manipulated a little bit where we're only going to buy grocery shop from now on real food. So we started out slow. You know, we cut out fast food pretty much completely, and we had done that, and then at the first of the year we decided, all right, that's it, real food only from now on. So now I've read the 100 Days of Real Food book and really got a good understanding of what real food is, and then I'll put a picture here so I don't forget anything on the list of what real food is. I do quotes because I think to people real food is food you eat, and it's just not. And then now I'm in the process, I'm almost done with it, reading Michael Pollan, I think is his name, In Defense of Food, and it is excellent. It goes more into detail about how we got our food culture that we have today, and how scientists really know crap about food science. I mean, it's kind of scary to say that. Like, I know people will disagree. Scientists know everything, but Michael Pollan, he has this one line, and it really like changed everything, I believe, science-wise. In the book, it said, it's just impossible for scientists to understand something as complex as food being digested into something as complex as the human body. And it's like, wow, that's just mind-blowing. And it, like, I don't know. I could go so much further into detail, but I just kind of wanted to give that little backstory real quick. I don't want this to ramble on too long. But yeah, so give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I know it was a little different, but I love watching other people's grocery hauls, and especially since it is all real food, I thought other people might enjoy watching this grocery haul. And subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what's your favorite real whole food, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.